was wonderful seeing folks bringing in some of their boxes of joy, both here and the other church. It's just such a wonderful way to be able to help all these poor little kids at Christmas time. Their parents there or guardians, simply put, just cannot afford that type. A little toy, a little t-shirt, or whatever you got, folks have been filling up your boxes with, certainly brings peace and joy to those little children. Again, I'm Father Charlie, and the Cross Catholic priests have been coming to your parish for many years, over the years. And I'm coming here today to help Father get away for the weekend, and also to refresh your memory about Cross Catholic Outreach. Some folks were asking where I'm from. I have a little connection with you here, but I was in this area when I went to college in Minnesota, and Minneapolis, and their times. But I'm from New England, from Providence, Rhode Island. We drink coffee in Providence, Rhode Island. Even all these years, you never get rid of that accent where you've been from. But Father was very grateful, and he put in front of us today a picture of myself, and it reminded me, he thanked me for my years of priesthood and continuing now with Cross Catholic Outreach. And it's been wonderful to be able to be with you today. We reach out, we're all Catholics, and we bring to you our stories too. And it seems to me that after many years, as Father had put my whole itinerary there on the front, it was the later years. I was a pastor for 25 years in Cambridge, and began catching that in leadership. You know, you kind of stand back and give hopefully the energy, and so many people jump in, especially in today's church, where all churches, we appreciate all what the laity are doing, and the deacons, the religious brothers and sisters, and the priests themselves. The gospel has one of Jesus's familiar reversals, it says, of our expectation for this world. Jesus is quite strong in this gospel today. He states that the visible religious leaders of his time are in fact not in favor with God. They get caught up, he said, with their clothes they wear, with the knowledge they have. It said their misguided love for recognition and honor outweighs their love for God. And that can happen not only to the ones mentioned in the gospel today, but to ourselves. And Jesus tells us there, followers to humble themselves, because humility is the basis of true exaltation in God's ordering of things. So this humility is found in unity, joined as brothers and sisters under one loving teacher and Father. So again today, in that context of looking out, not touting ourselves, but just humbly, the woman bringing in the box of joy, leaving it on the table, and the other parishes, and recently so many parishes with their boxes. It's a way that we can cut through and bring something directly, especially to the children. So Cross Catholic has been here, your church and the other church, and Our Lady in St. Joseph's Church. But just to refresh our memories, I was struck. There was a new bishop made in San Juan, Maguana, And he went there on horseback into the wilds there. He just wanted to see and get a sense how that community and his diocese. And what he found was extreme poverty, he said. As he visited family after family, they ate their meager meals and slept on their dirt floors. And he was moved, that bishop, with compassion. There was no school. There were no chapels, no churches. No kids knew how to read. He said it broke my heart. I just read those few words because I hear that so often for those who go to these third world countries. And your small donation or a large donation or parishes get together, wells are dug. A priest from Louisiana started that. Going down, learning how to get that water up past, as it comes up, the sterile water. Kids were dying of all kinds of diseases from bacteria in the water. So those are positive things, and so welcome that you really, as members of Cross Catholic Outreach, have seen. And then this priest, the bishop, coming back, he was able to find some donors to begin, through the help of Cross Catholic Outreach, to start to build some of those schools, some chapels, get food, water, and shelter. And as we all know with the brochure, they're all so important, every one of them in here. And at the end of Mass, I'll just go over just how to use this little brochure, especially with your request. Especially at this time of year, we just had All Souls Day, moving into Advent and the Christmas season. You're more familiar with Cross Catholic perhaps than many parishes, but just that vitamin pack. One of the nuns came up with that, about the size of this altar here and this pulpit at the top. And in it, it's a sealed bag of rice and vegetables and vitamins. And that can be placed into sterile or non-sterile water and be able to feed 233 children and also some very elderly. The building of the house I mentioned, parishes get together. When I first became a member of Cross Catholic, I was all set to go to Guatemala, but it was right during the COVID and the planes shut down and I wasn't able to go. But those dollars go into getting a concrete floor, steel doors, a steel roof for safety, and then Cross Catholic finds and is able to report back to you your donations. People want to stay where they are, in their village as it grows, rather than moving from one place to another. As we well know, when you have nothing, they move on, and they never have a home. I'm grateful to your pastor again. Been a great person to be able to help us in Cross Catholic Outreach. I'll end with just this little quote I saw from another bishop. There's lots of lay people and laymen. In fact, Cross Catholic Outreach is organized and run by lay women and lay men. And they started that, and God bless them. And they still need the priests, the nuns, and they need the folks to go out into the parish to spread the word. But they're the ones that give us the ideas, what to hopefully ask, and I'm very grateful for them. This bishop says, Cross Catholic Outreach, in terms of that approach of not only concerning yourself with the material well-being of the people you serve, food, water, and shelter, but also their spiritual well-being, has a very unique approach. And we would really like to applaud you for this, Cross Catholic Outreach, because at the end of the day, we are a church. At the end of the day, we are people who are continuing with the work of Christ. So yes, we want people as that bishop said, to eat well. We want people to have clothes, decent clothes to wear, to dress well. We want people to have clean water. But at the end of the day, we want people to see the face of God. And that part of those last words, to see the face of God, is so important for me, so important for the workers. We feed water and shelter, but we want folks in these third world countries to also to experience God in their lives. So may God bless you here in your lovely church, and I will keep you in my prayers as you hopefully will keep me in yours. At the very end of Mass, I'll just go over this brochure just for a minute. This is the time of year many people contact Cross Catholic for prayers.